Hey guys, welcome back. So today I want to do a quick video, an update to my Sig MCX. So here's my Sig MCX, and I've been wanting to suppress it. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I was having some difficulty because right here Sig has chosen to do a taper mount system, which works great with their line of suppressors, but doesn't work so great with other suppressors. So I was unable to get the adapter. It didn't come with my gun. And I wasn't able to get anything from Sig, but one of the Sig dealers is a fan of the channel. I would like to thank him for sending me this little piece, which is an adapter that gives a right shoulder to the taper that would otherwise be there, allowing me to put my Griffin Armament flash comp on here, which will then allow me to run my Griffin Armament M4SD-K suppressor on the rifle. So let's go ahead and lock this bad boy on. What we'll need to also do here real quick is switch it from unsuppressed over to suppressed. So right now it's down for unsuppressed. You can see the U right here. I'm going to go ahead and flip it on the other side, which will be the suppressed setting. And we should be good to go. So let's see how the MCX stacks up to my AR-15s and other rifles I've fired suppressed. I'm really excited to do this. I have not fired it, as you could tell from the flash comp, before. This will be its first range session as a suppressed rifle. All right, here we go. Now, what I will say, it is a gas piston system. The gas piston's right up here, and I'm still getting a lot of gas back here in my face. If I do a mag dump, it's going to get a little bit gassy, but the recoil impulse is nice and light. It's working great with that Griffin Armament can, and so far I'm pretty darn happy with it. Locks open just fine. You might be able to see the puffs of gas. I can see them out of my peripheral vision coming out right here in the receiver. But yeah, 100% function. Let's load some more ammo, see how she does. All right, this is a Troy Battle Mag. The last magazine I used was a Lancer 5. This is a Troy mag, and it's ZQI M855 ball. Put a few more rounds through it here. Now, one thing I've noticed is that the MCX is a very light rifle. It handles very, very well. I really like the overall ergonomics and how well the gun handles. Running the Griffin Armament M4SD-K suppressor on here, which is a slightly shorter can than a standard 5.56 can, seems to suppress very well, but it really doesn't mess with the balance of the gun. It's still a very quick, handy gun to use. I really, really like how it handles with that can on the end. It's not as muzzle heavy as other rifles I've suppressed in the past. Now look for the gas right here. I know I can see it, maybe you guys can see it too. Yeah, it gets to be a little bit much. It's right in the face. All right, locks open just fine. I need that heat on my hands here shortly because holy cow, is it cold out here. Now let's run 30 rounds of the ZQI out of a PMag. Again, 100% function, a little bit gassy, really no worse than an AR-15. But with the AR, you can buy certain charging handles and stuff to kind of mitigate that gas. I don't know if there's anything out here for the Sig rifle just yet. All right, locks open. Actually, feels like I'm getting lubricant or something in the face. Look how wet it is back here. Oh, you know what it is? What do you want to bet, guys? That's water from the mud test. No, I really didn't clean the rifle. That's water still in there from the mud test from weeks ago. Wow, man. That's actually pretty cool, to be honest with you guys. You can see the water coming out of it. I was wondering why I was feeling that stuff in my face. I don't know if you can see that in the sun or not. There's water oozing out of it everywhere. Oh man, that's awesome sauce. Well, anyway, yes, I really just said that. I can't even believe I just said that. So running it suppressed seems to work pretty darn well. I'm gonna go back, see if the point of impact has shifted much from say 50 or even 100 yards. Try that out. And the aim point, you know what, really isn't zeroed all that well. I should be able to get it on a man size. We'll load up a couple more mags, walk it back a bit. We're only at about 25 yards. And just run some more ammunition through it and get a feel for how this bad boy's gonna work. No baffle strikes. Everything seems to be nice and tight. Yep, so far so good. We're back at the 50-yard line. Now I know that my aim point isn't perfectly zeroed, so we're gonna see if we can get it on steel. It's a quarter size or half size man size target down there from Challenge Steel Targets. All right, we're on, that was a hit. All right, let's walk it back just a little bit further. Follow me. That table out there is 100 yards. We'll see if we can't get to the 75-yard line. Looks like we've had some trees fall. Weather hasn't been all that bad. All right, here's about 75 yards. Let's see if we can still hit steel from here or not. Shooting offhand. Yep, that hit. Looks like the sight is just a little bit low. Yeah. Oops. So, yeah, not too bad. How many rounds we got left? 3. Let's do some ice checks here. All right, so everything seems to be running just perfectly with the can on there. The suppression level seems to be good. The audio is really good. We've tested it without the ears on. This little Griffin can is actually pretty darn quiet for being a K model. And the recoil impulse on this thing really isn't that much more pronounced running it suppressed with that extra back pressure. So that suppressor setting's working perfectly with the gun. Doesn't seem to be wildly overgassed as an AR-15 would be. It's really nice having that selector switch there. I'm gonna go ahead and stick another magazine in the gun. Just play in the ice here. Why don't you come over here so you can get kind of a, hope I don't hit my Jeep here. Thought I locked open. Yeah, the recoil impulse is really, really smooth. Not bad at all. The trigger on this thing is just a little bit heavy. I don't like the trigger. I am going to change the trigger in it. That's about the only thing I can complain about. Other than that, this gun's been a really, really good gun to me. That sucker's frozen solid. Go back out to 75-yard line. Tell you what, guys, that's just a lot of fun. I'm going to wrap the video up here. I just wanted to give you guys a quick lowdown on my suppression of the MCX rifle. I think overall so far, I'm really darn happy with it. I will be running it suppressed a lot more going forward. Overall, you know, it seems to work really well. A little bit of gas. You can see the water blowing out of it. That's where the gas pressure is coming out. You can see the carbon building up. So it's a lot like an AR-15, how that gas comes back and kind of hits you in the face a little bit. I'd say it's about the same as an AR-15. And I'm not sure what you can do to mitigate that. I don't know if there's any accessories out there yet or not for it, but overall, it's a very suppressor-friendly rifle. And again, I'm liking how that little Griffin Armament can is suppressing. It's doing a good job despite the fact it's a little bit shorter than normal. So if you guys have any questions about anything you've seen in the video, you can ask those questions on our Facebook page. Also, if you'd like to support the Military Arms channel, please shop at Copper Custom, our online store. You can swing by and buy something like one of these Mac patches for $3.99, and it really helps us out here at the channel. Also, if you haven't already, please check out Full30. That's full30.com. We've taken all the web's best firearms content creators and brought them under one roof, which is full30.com. Thanks again for watching, everybody. We'll talk to you guys soon.